Hello. I guess this is my introductionary video for Behind Inverted Eyes and my music. So where am I? At the moment I am on the latter half of my level 3 course, and right now I am in just on the cusp of February, and in July I will finish my music course and I will not be into college. I plan to keep on playing at open mics and performing to audiences, and after college I will get a band together, and I plan to play this music I've been accumulating since the middle half of 2019 to an audience. And these songs consist of different genres, the main two at the moment being what has been labelled by my peers as atmospheric prog and extreme metal, thrash. And of course there are lots of other side songs as well that fit into rockabilly, country, indie, just experimenting and just write what comes to the moment. So this project, I plan to play the atmospheric prog acoustically, that's fine. However, because of just the sound of the metal songs or anything that has more layers, so I plan to get a band together and be able to perform to an audience with a group entity. Because being by myself, I have my theatrics. People who may see me already, I sometimes wear goggles on stage, which, due to synesthesia, I've correlated that to dedicating colours to my certain songs. So my first album will be named Amethyst. Amethyst is the atmospheric prog album consisting of around 14 songs written again late 2019, the last song being written middle of 2022. Most of Amethyst consists of very emotional songs that mean a lot to me, and these songs will be accessible acoustically to play on the road for most of the songs anyway. However, when it comes to Onyx being the extreme metal album, that is an album that consists of blast beats and lots of screaming, lots of feisty rage. Anyway, so yeah, less personal. There's one personal song on there, but it's more, Onyx is more written with the outcome of how would this look live. I write the songs based on I want to see this live. What first got me into music? My mom played a lot of music as I was growing up, but it was mostly lots of like Mr. Lopez, I don't know by who, High Voltage by I don't remember the name of the band, but I'll put it in text. And Shakira was Hips Do Not Lie. But when my dad came into my life, my stepdad, he introduced me to bands like Korn, Rammstein, The Prodigy, and these bands really just set my tastes going on. And the first band I got into that I was passionate about and I would be obsessed on the internet, hello, about that. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so Pendulum. Pendulum was the first band I was interested in, to a point where I'd be searching on Wikipedia all through my high school lessons, not doing my work, and going to past Pendulum, obsessed with Rammstein, Korn. It got into other bands like Drowning Pool a bit, and that's when it just started going everywhere. But those are the main 4 bands. And then around 2015, my dad saw an artist called Devin Townsend, and he showed me his footage from the Royal Albert Hall of Lucky Animals being played live, and from there I fell in love with this artist, and that's my favourite artist, and anyone who's listened to my music can hear the influence. Mostly where I get my atmospheric sound from, and my tuning. So I play in an open tuning, C-G-C, G-C-E, open C. This tuning I find really useful for octaves and simple arpeggios that aren't too complex. And the most easiest thing is when I write more MIDI-based music, MIDI, it's normally set in the key of C, and my guitar's in C, so it's easy to learn covers of bands like Gunship and I guess Pendulum and stuff, just bands that normally write in MIDI, because my guitar's already in C, so I just need to listen to it, and I don't know shit about theory. I know some theory, but from like Devin's like guitar class videos and like Brian Head Welsh from Horn, and it turns out I'm already doing that thing, but you know, someone just says like, oh, this is how you do this, and then, oh, it turns out this is called this. Wow. When I first started actually creatively making music, I'm moving here because I'm liking shit. Still a bit shit. That's fine. When I first started actually producing music and actually following up my ideas, it was a mate of mine called Serpent Raptor. I saw him at Mapfest, and I thought I would like to help him on providing guitar to add more of an entity to music. From there, we had a little thing called Dreadnought, and it was an experience. There was some learning made from it personally, but the main thing I got was because I was writing for somebody and not myself, the motivation just clicked, and from there, every time I came up with an idea I liked, I would just voice record it onto my phone. And most of those recordings from the Dreadnought days have become either Amethyst songs or just Amethyst songs, such as Void, Abyss, and Room 47. Or the original melody anyway, not the lyrical matter. The plan at the moment is, on my college course, I have to do an FMP, Final Major Project. We get to pick what we do as long as it's musically based, and we do the right process basically in how we describe it. And so my one is 2 EPs. Pick the 4 best songs that represent Amethyst, and the 4 best songs that represent Onyx. Now both albums already have like all the concepts for the songs written, and some are in my head, some are really partially recorded on drum machine, whatever. But the EPs are going to be demo EPs, and that will be what starts off getting a band together, because I'll have 8 songs ready to learn with a band and perform out in local venues such as Mars Bar and Paradiddles and Worcester, and maybe go out from there. And obviously, because even though they won't be released yet, I have the songs that are also in progress and stuff. They're written, it's just recording them. So I could teach those to whoever my rhythm guitarist, bassist and drummer will be, which I'm gonna be shit at because I'm terrible at being like, hey, do you want to join my band? Thank you. Yeah. As I said, my music is a bit schizophrenic, which is why I try to keep the songs consistent in live menus. So if I might be doing a heavy set with heavy songs. I might do an atmospheric set, acoustic set. Yeah, and I'm just gonna see where it goes, and depends on the band members I work with. But yeah, Amethyst should be mostly able to do with acoustic. But the full potential of, because these Amethyst songs have got lots of layers, grand piano, synths, and all that. They will be performed at some point with a full band, but for now, I can perform those acoustically. I'll start off at open mics, and then I'll start working on getting booked around Worcester, local areas, and look for a promoter as well. Which I've obviously seen some promoters on Instagram who help musicians that I've come to interact with at these open mics I've been going to the past a year or so. So my creative process, as previously mentioned, is just come up with the idea at either hum it, but it's normally guitar. It comes on guitar first. I record that idea onto my phone, record it on my leg. Then after I recorded that, I'll listen back to it when I'm perhaps walking to work or college from my headphones, and maybe I'll hum a melody. And I will pronunciate vowels like not making actual words, but just gibberish. And then I'll then listen back and find words that fit into those, that go along with the theme of what's in my head for that song. From there, I record the songs and just keep on going. I'll go to work. For drum patterns, I usually, when I'm at work, I'm working behind a till at the moment, so I'm just something like that, and I record the beat I like to the song in my head that I've been writing. And once, after like a week or two, I realise, the beat that I keep coming up with is consistent and it doesn't change every time I have that song in my head. I'm like, that's the drum beat. Which is like one song that's on the Onyx album is called World Destroyer. And that one is that started off with the drum beat, and with the drum beat I had more like Sex Pistols kind of like wow Zaname, hey, like weird like resonating note vocals. And low battery, real good, just had a low battery there. Yeah, so that's how the creative process works, and mostly I just need to work my ass on actually sitting down at a cafe and finishing the recording to the songs. But back to Amethyst and Onyx. So Amethyst has got 4 songs in it. We start with Losing in Silence. Losing in Silence is a song I wrote purposely in a way that could be subjective to the listener. But personally, what happened was around 2020 was a horrible year. Lockdown, all that shit. Once 2020 was ending, everyone thought, COVID's gonna go away. And I thought, okay, return to open mics. But when January came around, 2021, yes, my voice started going away. Now, unfortunately, at this point, I was very over-obsessed about my weight, and I wasn't eating anything, just eating chewing gum and, the skimmed red milk with porridge, and that was about it in a day. And of course, I absolutely loved how it looked. People who cared about hated it, and I totally get why. But obviously, that's just how the mind works, you know. But obviously, I eat now. I mean, I got a beautiful partner who we love just getting food, and I probably wouldn't eat as well without her. She looks after me. We look after each other. But yeah. So losing silence was basically due to this anorexia. I lost my voice. I lost my ability to sing, my passion of expression for a year. Basically a year, under a year. It lasted from January, February-ish to November, when I started my music course in Worcester originally, before we had to move to Kiddy for reasons to do with the education board. But so losing silence, that's what that's about. It's that desperation to hold on to your passion and your way of expressionism, silently screaming because nothing's coming out, just wanting it back. And yeah, it's just 2021 was a shit year. I was already depressed by losing my voice. I was terribly anorexic, and then I fell for a girl, which we're on good terms now. She's lovely, but yeah, I had my first proper crush, and all those things together has led to some interesting lyrics from Amethyst. But so losing silence, that's what that's about. That's about losing my voice, with a collaboration with my dad, actually, who has his music project X-Ray Dex, if you want to check that out. I'll put the channel link there for the editing. So yeah, my dad did the second solo in the song after my acoustic one. Wait, no, is it acoustic? No, it is electric, as I'm doing the acoustic. It sounds like 12 string. And he also has a verse and joins in on the chorus for the rest of the song after the first verse. The second song, Dawn's Mist. Dawn's Mist is my pride and joy at the moment. That's my main song that I'm happy with. It's, I think, 8 minutes, and it's not actually that sad, the song. It was actually more visually based. I was walking down the Malvern Hills, where I live, and it was, I think, 5 a.m, and it was just morning dew. It was just mist rolling down the hills, because of the area I was going down was just all fields. Going down the Witch End, if you want to search that up, unless you know it already. And so I wrote the melody on guitar based on that visual, and eventually through time, when I was feeling in a certain mood one evening, I fit lyrics to the song, where I found one of the choruses I sang at my mate's house, Brad's, randomly actually fit the guitar melody, and I put the two together. And it's my first guitar solo as well. Very simple guitar solo, but it's got emotion. That's what my guitar solo is. Unless it's like some wanky metal song that's like thrash, then it's normally it's simplistic emotional solos for me. The third song on Amethyst, Room 47, pretty much talks for itself, not subtle at all. It's the number of a previous flat that the crush lived at. That's pretty much said and done. It's the most mainstream sounding song. It's got a very Linkin Park-esque chord progression to it and structure. Yeah, a good song to sing, and perhaps because at the moment I am providing guitar for a band currently called Coven, but we're still sewing the weaves right now figuring out who's staying in the band and what sound we're going for. And Room 47 might be interpreted by this project as well, with a more Offspring-esque sounding one in pace, and then a more atmospheric prog version on Amethyst. And the last song is Valentine's, which I refer to my last case. However, it's kind of like the end to that chapter in terms of relationships, because at the end of Valentine's, the whole thing's really cheesy. It was written on Valentine's, but the end of the song was written afterwards, after a bunch of disappointment and all that. And yeah, I'm really happy with that as a unique composition, and it's a nice song that has a lot of falsetto, and it's fun to do operatic high notes on some of the ends of the choruses and verses and such. On to Onyx. Now, Onyx is much faster. So it starts off with Amplification. Now, Amplification was written to be the starter song in a heavy set. It's meant to pump you up. It's about just everything shit that's going on. Ignore it. I wish we could do that, just ignore it, but when it comes to metal gigs, you just escape the moment. You can escape that awe for a brief moment, just enjoy the time, and that's what the song's about. Just in the lyrics, it refers to the subjects of the last album, which will be Amethyst, when the albums come out. So it's meant to be like a sequel to Amethyst, where it's like reckless abscess, demons feeding, I'm still breathing, blah blah. And when the chorus comes, it's something that the crowd can sing along to. Where it's like, rise from the debris, this energy, intensity, wounds have been healed. It's time to feel alive. And then Amplification 4 times. And yeah, it's a positive song. And it's got a kicking ass bridge where the band can just jam, where I don't have to focus on vocals and I don't have to be by the mic stand ready to deliver my next verses. I can just run around the stage and pull metal faces 1 to 49 and just, yeah, fuck up some shit. So the third and fourth song, so we start with War. War, just like how the third song on Amethyst was the most mainstream one, it's the same for Onyx. War is got a simple structure to it. It's about war. What can I say? Every metal band makes a song about war. You know, children of war, pointless it all is, soldiers being pawns, all that shit. You know, you've heard this a million times, but it's my lyrics about it. Okay, we all feel that way, and you know. So yeah, War. It's got high vocals on it, which oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Okay. The second song, It's All Wrong. Now that one is fucking angry. Right, It's All Wrong was written on a very bad evening, written the same evening as Eclipse, which will be on the album Amethyst. And it's just pure anger, I'm upset. I'm angry, and just not positive thoughts on the self. But yeah, it's definitely the angry song on there. I'm recording vocals for it next week as of recording this video, and I'm not excited for my vocal cords, because last time when I recorded Amplification, ow, that scream that I do in it, that's like 17 seconds long, something like that. Yeah, I almost fainted after that and tasted blood, so fun. So It's All Wrong will probably be the same case, and it's the fastest song. It's got drums. I'm not going to be able to find a drummer who, at some point in the future, you know, the more effort I put in to get well known. I might get a drummer who can, you know, spastic drummer who can Tourette's that shit out of the snare. But yeah, it's just, I'm happy with it. It's a good song, and you'll see when you hear it, if you haven't already. It's when it comes to that synth solo, which was, it's originally a guitar solo, and I'll play it on guitar live. But what I did is I took the guitar solo and I just took the synth instead. We made it follow the notes of the guitar, and then added an amplifier. The synth signal goes through an amplifier and an overdrive pedal of a guitar, and it just sounds very, very industrial and screamy. The third song, I'll just cut away here because I talked about it too early. So yeah, War is, in structure, it's got higher vocals, more like power metal kind of like vocals. It gives a bit of range from the first two songs that are more vocal fry and fast, and it's more groove based, very kick drum heavy in patterns, and leads on directly to the fourth song, Procreation, which is a song about just parents who shouldn't have kids, parents who put themselves first before the kids and have kids for selfish reasons, and, you know, chavvy families that have like 9 kids, and that's not bad. It's all the factors together. You know, 9 kids isn't a bad thing. It's the bad parents who put themselves first and don't look after the kids and just breed. Just shitty people who breed. That's pretty much what Procreation is about. It's the most chuggiest song, it's the slowest song, it's the headbanger. And it's a good ending too, because the ending of the song has a big climatic, just, get it? Climatic? Yeah. And it's funny because I'm submitting this as my college project, but Procreation, I'm planning to sample fucking orgies. Go to fucking Pornhub and take audio from orgies, and it's gonna transition into babies crying because all the babies are being born from these orgies. Yeah, Procreation. Those are the main 2 focuses at the moment that I do in my solo career. This year, 2023, I better put the fucking work in, because if I want to make money off performing my music live, I know it's all on me. And this is a start. So, this video is a start to this channel actually having regular videos. And I say regular, I'm probably not going to keep that promise, but we'll have a look. To keep it regular, it's not all going to be music based, it's also going to be me and my partner's vlogs. I might be doing a video for Valentine's, very cheesy, I know. There'll be live footage as well from open mics and such. Maybe some in progress videos about how far I am on music, behind the scenes with the new bands, just content. And I might do some more interactive videos. Not really cute, obviously I'm not doing Q&A's anytime soon. I doubt anyone's got any questions. This is something I need to get everyone's attention on, and I need to prove it, and I know I can. I just gotta put the effort in and just keep showing up to gigs and get the band together. And once I release 4 EPs, basically 4 EPs, 2 EPs. That's the fuse. These 2 EPs will fuse. These 2 EPs will light the fuse that will start my professional career, and from there, I won't say wing it, but you know, I just need to work hard and I'll get where I want to be. My ideal plan is 2025 or 2026. Realistically, I would love to play a Bloodstock, have a metal band together, the metal album be out. I'll have, I think, like 14 metal songs, 12 metal songs from that one album alone. When the Onyx album comes out, because I've seen their scheme where they they have smaller shows throughout the year at venues, and the audience apparently votes who their favourite is. So I've been to Bloodstock twice now, and not this year, 2023 now. Last year, 2022's Bloodstock, loved it. But when I was going in, I barely knew much of the bands. I respected the bands, but Cradle of Filth, they're amazing, but I didn't listen to them my own time. So I didn't know the songs, but I still didn't listen to them, but I really respected them. They're really fucking entertaining. As long as Bloody Word and Judas Priest, no, that was first year. Well, I saw a bunch of bands and they were amazing, but the best band that really inspired me to really light the fuse and work hard knowing that I can play at Bloodstock, Nova Crow. They were going around with dinosaur mascot inflatables, advertising their time schedule in the, what was it called, New Blood stage, on a pizza box. Loved it. Apparently, I don't remember seeing this myself, but then again, it's kind of, but the bin jousting, I don't know how it was, apparently they were in there as well. And one guy got a concussion from another band. Can't remember the name at the moment. I might write it in text right here, but I mean, that guy with the pink hair, damn, fair play, playing the next day. No concussion or whatever, but yeah, Nova Crow, they were apparently bin jousting as well. And they're just so interactive with the fans, and I thought, fuck it, why not? They seem really fun, and when I saw them, they were the most entertaining band of Bloodstock. They threw out kazoos. I still got my kazoo in my living room it's my Automatones, Gary and Jeff. The singer had so much theatrical energy and, to us, lots of confidence, and fair play to her. And Kitty something, if you're watching this, Kitty, at some point, I really admire you and your band. And same to the bassist. Well, I mean all of you. If they're not gonna be watching this, unless I do something big, and then it's like a first video in years if I do something cool. But guys, it's so awkward to watch this in 6 years. Man, I'm fucking mess. I don't even wear my makeup and my nail paint. But hey, we'll fix that in the next video. I need to record this now. I keep ignoring it. Oh shit, I'm at the 30-minute mark. I better finish it up quick. So yeah, I'll be consistent with this channel, and I want to be like Nova Crow in terms of grinding hard and just making it there with enough effort and passion. So yeah, this is the informal introduction to Behind Inverted Eyes. And yeah, I hope whoever's watching this will see me on a venue soon, locally, or just whatever, really. I just want to entertain. Right. Thanks for watching if you've watched this far in the video, and hopefully I've put a bunch of editing in this to make it partially entertaining with this boring foliage room backdrop, but hey. Right. Ow! My knee. Right. Thanks for watching, and I've been Behind Inverted Eyes, I guess. I don't know if I'm still going that bit band name. For a solo one, I'll just say Harley. My name's Harley Hudson. Okay. I've been Harley, and yeah, welcome. This is Behind Inverted Eyes. Woo! Oh god. Right. Bye.